This is a top 15 matchup featuring Big Ten versus ACC. Conferences with a long shared history on the hardwood and new look lineups in football. Welcome to the Old Horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing going. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to start us off. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The shotgun running play call.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught by the receiver. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, a lot of times you match up a wide receiver, you get a linebacker on him. I like to think that the wide receiver can shake him. But this linebacker is really athletic and is able to make plays in space.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Are you kidding me? That's how you flip the field in your favor. That's for the brand. What an absolute bomb, and they pinned him inside the 5-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. Down
does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Second down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Direct snap to the pass. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Hey, Chris, if you look at where this drive started, it's a nice first down to be able to give them just a little bit more breathing room here and be able to really get down to how they want to attack this defense here early in the game.
Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And now the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And the wideout goes in motion. Here's a toss play now, running to the right. Breaks into the clear. And here he goes. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
An inside give now from the shotgun. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. First down, looking to throw the ball. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. On the move now. He'll throw it now. Wide open downfield. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. Timing here is impeccable.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. Oh, he makes the catch. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The Longhorns churn out another first down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Gets made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
So the drive begins with the offense backed up at the 2-yard line. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense ears pinned back. They tackle him right there at the 3.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It's the tight end who grabs it. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a good ball here by the quarterback, but I have to back up and look at the route by this tight end. He puts such pressure on this defense and makes it very easy for the quarterback to be able to make an accurate throw because he gets separation.
Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. 6-0. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll run it here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
A quick throw out left, complete. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. And they pick up the first on the ground. He is stuffed at the line. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. A direct snap. Breaks an open space. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. What's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. It's an out route. The catch made.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the out route. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The longer this drive goes, the more wear on this defense and specifically these pass rushers. The quarterback is carving up the defense, especially on key downs of this drive. And the pass rushers, you can see them. They look visibly winded.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
They'll run it from the gun. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Buckeyes are in the red zone now. He'll hand it off. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
The Buckeyes hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Short connection to the tight end here. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He could go. He's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms, and he takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
Yeah, the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that, the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. Can he make it to the marker? And he is denied on 3rd and 1. Great defense. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Direct snap to the back. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be 1st and goal.
That is 2 consecutive runs for 1st downs. Give credit to the offensive line in this back, really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
Makes the grab on the move. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime, and doesn't it feel feel like this thing's already over? Just a first-half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
Now the important point after attempt. Tech on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff, and it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's picked off again. The 4th for this QB today. They bring him down. A chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. It's an out route. The catch made. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. That's just a minor blip in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Flanagan. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, and he left it in the